Let's go.
And mega love shout out to everyone. Magandang umaga, tanghali, gabi, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone. Another night to talk about this because we talked about this topic last week and we are going to continue about the 6th to the 10th. Because last stream, last Saturday, if you're not here, guys, we talk about how and what does it feel and how to kind of like change your mindset when you are one of the undesirable. I undesirable. We're gonna use the word undesirable today, okay? So we didn't get to finish the 6 to 10, so we're going to continue that this stream or this video. So hold on tight. If you're gonna be triggered, please make sure to practice your reaction time or reaction moment. Think and then kind of like analyze why are you triggered and explain and express yourself in a way where people can understand everyone. Ganon. And of course, good evening to Ryan Avery Rogue One, to Judith, ayan, to Bruce. We'll probably gonna be able to talk to him again and to his fiance later on the open panel. And of course to Shirley is in the house as well. And let's see who else is in there. Felipe G. Hola. Good evening, Icy. Good evening to you, Felipe. Yan, I can see everyone, okay? Because sometimes it's really, really hard to pay attention on, on the chat when there's so many windows open in front of me. God. So without much further ado, we're gonna continue this talk tonight. and share your insights if you have any thoughts about it, if you have any experience that are close to it, like if you think your ideas would probably be beneficial to other people that will be able to watch this also on replay and live. Please do share it. I am, but make sure to be accountable on the things that you're gonna share, because some people will react on it, and sometimes the reaction wouldn't be the one that you want it to be. Ganon. I we're listing what? What does it mean? Listing what? We're listing what? Listing lick like lollipop. Huh? I didn't get I didn't understand that. I didn't understand that, Bruce. I didn't. And of course to admin. Admin is in the house na ba? Ayan. I don't know if admin is here, but if it's not, ayan, make yourself be nice. Ayan. Be nice to everyone, guys. How about that? Okay. So let's see. I don't know what am I gonna continue about. Ayan, it's gonna be trigger points. Let's see if I can bring it up for you guys real quick. Okay, so 6 to 10. Ayan. And to recap, guys, we talk about 1 to 5, and this is where we are right now. This is the number 6 according to Conscious Rethink. I believe Conscious Rethink also has a YouTube channel. So if you do want to check it out and also want to read it for yourself, if you didn't, or if you weren't here last week, please do. I'm gonna put the link in the description box down below. Ayan. We're definitely not good at English today, guys. Ayan, so 6 to 10. Let's see. So this is about relationships for ugly people. Is the dating scene harder for ugly people? Ayan, we're gonna read this, guys. Ayan. Possibly, though, many people of all levels of attractiveness struggle with dating and relationships. Again, you should try not to see your looks as a barrier to a happy and healthy relationship. That is actually a good one. Because I feel like, sometimes people are so focused on how they're gonna present themselves to the other, or to the person of their liking, but then they forget that, you have to make the person comfortable, and without the skill of expressing yourself, of what you want, what you like, how to be not creepy, especially when you're ugly. We just have to accept that sometimes society see it as a different way. In there's actually, like, you hear this a lot. If a handsome person approach some woman exactly the same way as the person who is not as desirable as the handsome man, that would kind of like almost creepy in a way. So there's always going to be that standard level played out. So I think I see how it is. I think it's all mindset, and don't ever think that just because the other people doesn't like how you look, it doesn't mean that it's going to be, like one thing, the one factor that nobody would like you. As I've said last week and all the time, there's someone out there for you. But if you're not going to put yourself out there, and if you're not going to gain the skills that needed to be in the relationship with this person that are willing to be with you, then it would eventually fail. Ganon. Ayan, beautiful outfit, I see. Thank you, Ryan. Ayan, and society already associate ugly with creepy, right? I know, Felipe. So it's almost like very sad in a way, especially the more the social media is out here, the more people are only showing the good side most of the time. Kovoy Official. Ayan. Kovoy Official. Ooh la la. Is this your first time? This is the first time I see your name. For whatever reason, I feel like I probably, and thanks for the follow. This is Deluxe. Ooh la la. Ayan, for Twitch. Thank you, thank you. This is Deluxe. Matipid Lolo is also in the house. How about you, Matipid Lolo? What do you think about this? Because we are talking about, I'm going to bring it up for you guys for all the late comma. Ayan, this is what we're talking about. The 6 to 10. So restoring, ayan, relationships for ugly people daw, ganon. So, how do you handle being ugly and dating? You have to manage your expectations and remind yourself that looks aren't everything in a partner, which is very, very true. This is very, very true. But at the same time, first impression always lasts. And we, as much as we think we're the handsome or the beautiful, there's always going to be the beauty that another person would like. And that might not be particularly you, even though a lot of people are telling you you're attractive. Some people doesn't see it, and it's fine. It's fine. In other words, diba? In other words, you should probably be aiming to date someone who also sits at the lower end of the attractiveness scale. That's not defeatist, that's realistic. And this is what I'm talking about. And that's why when I saw this article, I just really feel like even if you are in the ugly side or you're in the attractive side, this article really can be relatable to everyone. It doesn't matter how you look. Because realistically, I think in my observation, the thing that is really happening right now is that we are so full of ourselves. It's so easy. It's so hard to be serious when it kind of like hurts a little bit, but then it's true. Sometimes truth hurts. Ganon. So I think that's what it is. I feel like of all these, movements that are not really good mentally and in the realistic side of things, people thinks there are more or they are higher than whatever it really is. So delusional plays a lot of part in today's society. Areku. Ayan, hello everyone. Henry, hola, hola, hola. How you doing, Henry? How about you, Henry? Ayan, have you ever? So I'm gonna put the question on you guys. We always have beauty standards for ourselves. That's why there's a saying, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So not talking about the society who gives a shit about what people say, but I'm talking about you particular. In your standard of beauty, have you ever dated someone that is lower than that? Your standards. And then compare it to what do you think you lay on the scale and then you date lower than that. Have you ever tried that in your lifetime? And hi, beautiful. Hope you are being positive. Of course, I'm being positive, hippy dippy. If I'm not being positive, I'm not gonna stream. It's hard. It's hard to stream when you're not in the right space. Personally, that's what I think. Because it's almost like depending on your niche. If you're just reacting on something, probably it would be okay. But, with me, I feel like the responsibility of talking about, stories, life lesson, how to get fit, and all of that, whatever cup of tea I want to talk about, it's very important for me that I'm in the right mindset whenever I'm going to stream. Because then, if it's not, I might get emotional. Like last last Thursday. So if you didn't watch that, ayan, no matter how much I try to hide it, guys, ayan, people are talking about it. So if you want to know what happened last Thursday with me and the boys, yeah, please do watch them out because it's replayable, guys. You're probably gonna have fun watching it. And of course, Kuya Frank. If Kuya Frank is here, Lilibet is here. So, Tate family, mega mega, love shout out. Ayan, looks makes you get noticed, but your brain is what makes a person fall in love with you. Ooh la la. But what if, Frank, they don't have, what if they don't have brain? No, can't say that. I have to be honest with you. What do you have to be honest with me? Okay. Meaning like what kind of honesty are it? Is it something that I might get hurt? Ayan. If I might get hurt about it, Henry, hold your tongue. Ayan. Ganon. Charot. Ayan. Anyways, ayan, continue. Let's continue my thinking. Ayan. So it just so happens. So we're here, guys, okay? It just so happens that most people do end up in relationships with someone who is of similar level of attractiveness. Hold on. It just so happens that most people tend to end up in relationships with someone who is of a similar level of attractiveness. Can you really understand this, guys? And let me know if I'm reading it very weird or not very understandable. I'm gonna try because I want you guys to be in the safe mindset as what I am right now so you can understand this. And maybe, if you get to unlock that mindset, you can actually guide people that you think are undesirable and just needs a little push when it comes to mental or emotional intelligence. Aray ko po. I feel like I'm saying so bad. Ayun. And all the different women that I've ever dated were all completely different from ooh la la. I like that. I like that, Kuya Frank. Henry. I like that, Henry. See, that's the thing. You have to try. Like, the problem with, I think, undesirable people, they will usually just stick to their guns. Like, I want a nine and they're five. And they don't want to lower it down because they think they can get a nine. Maybe you did get a nine before, but it doesn't mean it's going to be consistent like that. Same thing as vice versa. And let's see, Jill! Ooh la la, Jill is here. O, diba? Guys, please say hi to Jill and Grace Adventure, guys. Ayan. One of our very single and ready to... Sabay, binenta na kagad kita, Jill. Ayan. So say hi to Jill, guys. Ayan. Maybe, from now, she's gonna be like have time. She's very funny and she's very bubbly. So let's kind of like support her journey as well into this new world. Tama ba ko, Jill? O, diba? Love that. Ayan. So guys, let me see. Wala pa si admin. So, I'm just gonna put you guys. Ayan. What is it? Jill. Ayan. Most men date down. Most men. How about the not the other not most men? What do they do? Kuya Frank. Ayan. And maybe I can put it up, ayan, so you can actually see it as well, guys. And sayonara, ICEE. Oyasumi. Good night, Ryan. Have a wonderful sleep and don't let bed bugs bite. Ayan. Oyasumi nasai, Ryan. Good night. Ayan. Jill and Grace Adventure. Hi from Ryan. And to Brett is in the house. Ayan. Brett. I saw. Where did I saw you today? Is it Wishy? They're talking about relationship. Brett was like, I don't like relationship talk. It's always funny, Nightbot, even Nightbot got. Ayan, thank you, Ryan. Ayan, dabu. Ayan, and thank you, good night. My tablet just loves to misspell. Oh, I have the same feeling. Henry. With my thumb, actually. And if someone's looking for a nine, not 9 o'clock, this is what they are saying. They're going to wind up with a 0 most of the time. Ooh la la. And let's see if I missed something. And this, speaking of, Miss Yuduya, she's here. Ayan, a wonderful, wonderful stream. Actually, andun ako, Wishi. Hindi lang ako makapag-type at may trabaho. Pero nakikinig lang. So it was a good stream. It was a long one, actually. So Wishy, Miss Manny, I think Bruce is also there. Good job for you guys. And also some Spade was there. So it was a good something was flying in front of me. It was a good stream. Good job. Ayan. Hi, you Dwish. Ooh la la. Thank you, guys. Ayan. And let's see. Let's continue. So, if a 6 might end up with a 5. So, I don't know how much of you guys are familiar with rating game. I don't know if you do that. I love doing that. And rating game is like 1 to 10. 1 is the, like, ugliest, and 10 was perfect. For me, there's nothing such as perfect. You can only reach for 9.9, but that's pretty high. Everything has to be all there. It's almost like perfect. So, that's kind of like what we're talking about here. And if you're triggered that there's a rating game like this, well, FYI, this is a thing. I don't know where you're coming from, but if you look deep inside yourself, you'll know that you rate people as well according to how beautiful they are. It's just a thing. It's just a matter if you're saying it out loud or you're keeping it in. Ganon. Okay, let's just clear on that. So, a 6 might end up with a 5 or 7. An 8 might end up anywhere between a 7 and a 10. If you are objectively a 2 or a 3, I was actually thinking, what kind of 2 are we talking about? How about these people? So just find it in yourself, use your imagination, what it is for you guys, okay? So true. What is so true? Explore that, Jill. Ayan. Jill, are you gonna come up later? After this, I'm gonna have open panel where you can come and talk to me and ganon. Ayan, come and talk to me. Ulala, ayun. Anyways, ayan. So if you are objectively a 2 or 3, you are probably better off looking for a partner who is also a 2 or 3 or a 4. Ask anyone who has been in a stable and committed relationship for many years what matters most in a partner, and it 100% won't be their looks. Which is pretty true if you think about it. Ayan. So, for all the people who have a long relationship, let me know. Ayan. Let me know whether it's a bad relationship, it's a good relationship. We're talking about positive. It's still moments and experience. So, for you, the longest relationship you've ever had, and let me know what was that person's best quality are. Ayun. And it will be their personality. Ayun. I can't read the name. Ayan, E.T. Ooh la la, E.T. is here. Ayan, thank you, E.T. for last Thursday. I really did appreciate it. And there's a lot of things going on around you, E.T. So you're going to be very, very busy, I know. But I just really want to take this time and actually thank you for last Thursday. So guys, if you don't know, E.T. actually is one of my panel with Wine with the Boys. Ayan, so please do check it out and watch it. Ganon. Ayan. Got a question. Ooh, I like question. Yes, go ahead. Why do women think if a guy helps them that the guy is wanting something from them? I would always say it's a baggage, because for the most part, especially if you grew up in the Philippines. If you're Filipina, Jill, ayan, I need your thoughts about this too. Ayan, correct me if I'm wrong. But in the Philippines, you're always going to be like, talk at or talked to by elders. Like, be very careful with guys. no guy is nice unless they really want something. Like it's always in your ear. You see it in social media, stuff like that. And I think, if you really think about it, we need things from each other. There's really nothing like alone, alone. Alone, alone, like really alone, like closing yourselves off from the world, even your family, like the whole world. Maybe there's a point of that person where he or she accept that that's just okay. They're contented with that. But it's a sad life for me and for the most people out there in the world that need that attention, affection, intimacy, and all of that. So if you're not being real to yourself and you keep saying, like, no, I don't want anybody, it's like, be realistic. We want things from other people. That's why we communicate. Even attention. We want that person's attention. So it's just a matter of if the girl is comfortable, but it would always be a thought because guys, biologically, you're hunters, So I don't think how much, okay, disclaimer, guys, I'm not like, how do you call that, studies of human, I'm not that person, but in my thought process, that just makes sense. Ganon. Sorry, I'm late again. And of course, to Puts and Bits, Part 2, Brett and Nightbot. And ICEE, Admin, Judith, Shirley, Ryan, Philippa G, Kovoy, Matipilolo, Henry, Kuya Frank, Kipidibi, Jill, Wishy, and E.T. Ayan, to our favorite cat in the house. Ooh la la. And guys, yesterday as well, Manny stream, it was a very, very rich discussion about marriage, and it comes all of sorts. So if you didn't get to watch it, please do watch it. Ayan. It's a really good, if you like podcasts, if you like to listen to different thoughts like moi, please do watch it. And Master Mumbo Vlog is in the house. I think I need to change my color of my chat because I can't see the name. Diba? It's so hard to see the name. Ayan. And Blizzard Abroad. Boots. Ayan. Hola, hola, Blizzard Abroad. Mega, mega love shout out to you guys. For all the members, if you don't know your code yet to Nightbot, please do ask admin. She's already here, guys. And Miss You'd Wish, my pleasure, from Blizzard Abroad. Ayan. And hi Puts. Ayan, from Bruce. O, diba? I like it, guys. Blizzard, thanks for dropping by this afternoon. Yes, I saw that. Good job, guys. Guys, if you have time, like with me this past few months, actually, I usually, when I go to, internet, it's usually like check, 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 Reddit, blah, blah, blah. Now I feel like almost like my Facebook has become YouTube. Who's live? Say hi, hello. you know, it's like it became my thing now. So it's actually nice that you can actually do that, especially if you want, or if you are being serious about your channel. It's always nice to communicate and interact with different people because you don't know. You just don't know. Ganon. And I was mostly BG at Miss You'd Wish. And let's see. My dinner got messed up. Ooh la la, ayan. And marriage, I have to wait. I'm waiting for my wifey. Yes, guys. If you want to be a wifey, where are we right now? 21? Is it 21? 21st wife, ET? So if you want to be ET's 21st wife, please do check him out every morning, afternoon sometimes, and then evening 9:999. Ayan. Always remember that time. Philippine, or I don't know if they're the same in Malaysian time. So please do check him out as well. Okay. Many men support women because they believe in the value of mutual assistance and cooperation. Ooh, I like that. I'm trying to be not respectful, Jill. You're so very respectful with your words, na. Nah, I'm shy na, guys. Ayan. Please, guys, if you didn't know yet, Jill, please do say hi, interact with her. I've known her for ever since I'm on YouTube. So say hi to her. And POB, maybe I have to propose to Judith. Bruce, E.T. E.T. Judith is already how do you call that? Not available. I not available. Judith is not available. I'm just relaxing now. I'm hungry. Ooh la la, yes. Relax, Bruce. Ayan, relax. Or am I talking to Judith? I'm just assuming this is Bruce. Ayan, because Judith is fixing the food, I would assume. And Henry says, yeah, I get what you are saying, but if a guy helps just to help, why do women think they want something from them? I help people all the time and don't want anything, but I guess ask what I want. You know what, Henry? This is how I see it. And this is just something that, I could be wrong about this, but this is just how I feel about these certain situations. You have to think of it as the same as with women, when we are very, very like nice to you guys and you just think like there's something fishy. Like what is the same thing? We all have different baggages from the past, which doesn't mean it has to be bad. Baggages can be just little things that will trigger you along your journey called life. So I think, one of the mindset is that we live in a messy world. Most of the time, most of our life are consumed with exploitations around us. People who wants to take advantage of us whenever they can. So if something is not aligning, just like what we're talking about this topic, for most of the ugly people, they know to themselves they're ugly. So if someone who is higher, unless they're narcissistic, then they probably wouldn't think like this. But I'm talking about sane, normal people. Don't get extreme with me, guys. I'm talking about normal, sane people without mental sickness. If you yourself know, that I'm ugly and this person is not in my league, but why is this person so nice to me? What do they want? So there's always going to be like that. And I think it's important to, rather than ask the question, why are these people like that? Start to ask, why do you feel like that? Why do you feel that they think that they want something from you? Do you specifically kind of like, maybe for them, they're just kind of like, they don't know why. Maybe they think they're out of your league. Maybe it's like too soon to help me out. So there's certain factors, and always communication and expressing yourself is one major factor and skill for every one of us to have. Ganon. Okay, continue guys. Ayan, ang dami ko na namang baka hindi nabasa. And Timmy! Ayan, Timmy. Hola, hola. Arigato. So, if Timmy is here, of course, ayan, chasing tail raccoon, a raccoon in the community. Ayan, probably he's definitely out there lurking. Ayan. Jill, kumusta po? O, diba? Admin says, kumusta, kumusta? Okay, E.T., start looking for her in your kitchen. She might be already there. O, diba? Ayan, E.T.'s kitchen is very, very clean. O, diba? Very, very clean, lad. Lad, o lad? Lad talaga, E.T. 'Di ba? Pinabata ko si E.T. Ayon. Hi, sis Time from Brett Glasso. And Jill says, Henry, many women might ask because they think help comes with expectations, while nowadays, many men appreciate being asked. Yeah, so it just depends on what kind of people are you interacting with. People who had, like at a glance, if we really think about it, guys, at a glance, like if you really think of like what or their lifestyle are, just basically looking at their social media, if they're a social media person, just scrolling in, if you really have the skill and you actually try to learn and try to be aware or self-aware of your surroundings, you're gonna save yourselves a lot of heartache, you know. But the thing is, we always like to blame people. Blame this, blame that. And we never really develop the skills that we could have gained in that particular experiences or whatever scenario. Ganon. Ayun. And interesting. Next time I'll help someone, I'll say, I want a beer. Ayan. And hi, Brett from Judith. Ayan, more women in the West are starting to demand before showing any interest to a man. Ooh, more in the women in the West are starting to demand before showing. I think, this is how I see it, as not in the dating pool, guys, okay? Like, just bear with me. Like, as an outsider looking, nothing biased because I'm not in a dating pool. So, looking at the woman's side and looking at the men's side, it's like, what's the common denominator why these people, when I say people at this particular context, I'm talking about people who are not having a wonderful love life, okay? The people who are bitter. People who are so demanding, the delusionals, as they say. I see these people and they keep blaming each other. Like they're not even in a relationship yet. They're, attacking each other. And it's like you already fail. You never even dated each other yet. And you're already attacking each other. So it won't really work. It won't really work. If you come from that space, your life won't work. It just won't, because negativity attracts negativity. Put them together, boom, baga, like that. And share the stream. Thank you, thank you. Is that Brett? Ayan, like and share the stream, everyone. Right, Brett? Did I say it right? From Puts. And hi, bro, Blizzard. Good to see you. And hey, Bruce. Bruce is here. Oh, Bruce Davis. Ayan. I thought Judith. I was actually talking to Judith. Ayan, hi admin, and hello Bruce. How are you? Ayan, good. So let's continue. Did I miss anybody? Ayan, if the police come to the live stream, tell them what's POD is not here. I think I assaulted the like button a little too much. Ayan, no, assault the like button if you want to. Ayan. You're okay. Puts on boots. Ayun. Ayan. Not doing much till this evening when I have to work. Ooh la la. So you're just chilling. Ayan. Chill with us, Bruce. Bruce. Brett. Ayan. I feel like you're all my, like, I keep telling names different. Ayan. Bruce, what's up from Blizzard? Bro. Is there any other nickname that you want us to call you? I'm gonna call you Bleeze. Is that... I'll make it short, Blizzard. Bleeze. Can I say please? Bestie Brett, positive person I've ever met on YouTube. Ooh la la! Easy. Bola-bola ka na naman, Vishi. Uy, best. Asan na ka? Puts on dollar bills, y'all. Is that another one? Is that another account? Puts on boots. Okay, so where did we stop? Okay, so we stopped, like, I asked earlier for people who have like longer relationships. For you guys, if you think about that person, when we talk about like what was the quality or what was the thing that you like about that person, I feel like most of us would actually describe or express it not because of their looks, but because of their personality, like how they treat us and stuff like that, if we are going to describe them. So that's what we actually talked about earlier before we become super yaw. Ayan, ganon. And everyone calls me Bleeze. Ayan, good. So I'm gonna call you Bleeze from now on. Blizzard. Puts feeling so tired, but I'm good. Ooh, otsukare sama. Ayan, admin, why are you so tired? Ayan, you have to be not tired today. We have sexually fit later. Ayan. So guys, if you want to enjoy and join us and talk to us about, how to be sexually fit, or like you want to kind of share something that you feel like, there are worries in it, nothing malicious, and just an educational purposes, please do. Ayan, join and click the join button to be and in order for you to join us later on tonight at midnight, ayan, or 11 p.m. in Philippine Standard Time. We might be late members, but bear with me. I hope it would be okay. And Chauncey is in the house. Good evening. Ooh la la, Chauncey actually catch me live. Ayon, hey, I'm positive. I think outside of the box. Define box, Henry. Ayan. Admin, the live stream shall energize you. Ooh la la. I like puts, like puts, people that are so positive. I just really, really, I have like, like I feel I've totally changed my mindset that everything should have, or you have to see positivity in every little thing. And I think with that kind of mindset, it's just common for me to be the word attracted, not in a, malicious way. Like, friendships, like, what do I feel like I'm attracted to? Just to become friends, become acquaintances is with positive people around. I like that energy. And whenever I feel like someone is toxic, it's like I feel like every fiber of my body, just kind of like when you have goosebumps and you're cringy, oh my god, I run away super fast. Like I feel like I got that super defense mechanism with toxicity that if I spot it, I'm out. Like I'm out. I'll probably enjoy a little bit, but if it's getting super toxic, like I'm out. Ganon. And I don't even know what's inside the box. Oh, and of course to Hayden Keto, mega love shout out. Die Margie and Margie Olvida. I always like your name, Olvida. Olvida. Diba? Margie Olvida. Ayan guys. And actually, Margie, do you have two channels? Because I feel like you have two channels. So it's, what's the other one? Yeah, because I feel like I just noticed I'm watching two things but different names. So, ooh la la, I like that, Margie. Keep continuing, keep doing what you're doing. It's good, good, good. I like it. Let's see if I did. POD is a rock band from Brett Glasso. Ayun. And I actually don't know if I told you, but days ago I fractured my toe, but luckily it's been getting better fast. It feels like the pain is fading away. That's a good thing with being a kid, Hayden. Once scientifically saying, it's easier for kids to actually recover. Once you get to be an adult and then older and then you turn senior, just one, falling in, just even like, a little bit of like not balancing yourself will rush you to the emergency room. So definitely enjoy your childhood, but please be careful, Hayden, okay? No more broken toe or fractured toe, but you're a boy, so that's pretty much given. Ayan, box has a different meaning. Oh, YouTube now. What is it? Blizz, let me know. I want to know what's the different meaning of box. And obviously, Boots on Boots know already about it. Ayan. Enlighten me. Enlighten me. Ayan. And Jamie says, ICEE is so toxic. I am out. I hope that's a joke. Ayan, Jamie. And of course it is. Thank you for coming here. And I did see your community post. Good job. I hope you continue doing that. There's a lot of people in YouTube that are willing to help you, but you just really have to make sure that you are finding your people, like your people, because we always have different points of view or different beliefs, and we'll never gonna be everyone's cup of tea. So for me, I always say this, The world is so big, guys. I'm in Japan. Jamie is in the States. Puts on Boots is in Belgium. You know how big that is? Can you imagine that? And to stick with just this, especially if it's nothing that makes you get better in life. Why would you stick with this? Why would you explore? Find yourself. I think that's the purpose of life. Finding who you really are and get to the point where you accept that that is who you are and you're okay with it and you can stand by with it because that's your choice and no one can tell you otherwise, and you're going to be okay with it no matter the consequences will be. I think that's a very beautiful thing to find in life when you know who you really are, because once you get to that point, no matter what people tell, no matter marites, gossip, or whatever past you may have, if you know exactly who you are, nothing would bother you. And it's very, very freeing, guys. It really is. And if I can do it, I'm pretty sure all of us can do it. I'm not special, I'm not unique. So if I can do it, you can. Okay? Put that in our heads. We can do this. No matter how long it takes, people, community will be here for ya. Ayan, ayan. For ya meaning general, guys. For everyone who wants it. Ganon. Ayun. Let's see. What else? And Frank says men don't have to be attractive, but they have to have very good meet and deal skill. I like that, Kuya Frank. I really like that. And I'm here. Been awake since 3 o'clock this morning. It's 8:16 a.m. Still laying in my bed. Brett, bro, are you watching any baseball games? Ayun. And is ICEE so toxic that you get addicted to her? Oh la la. I'm a good addiction, guys. I'm gonna be a good addiction because we're gonna always laugh, always positive. We can cry if you want. And if we can get emotional, we're gonna explore our sexual. I just want to explore sexual. No, we're gonna explore us, in a way that we're gonna come from a good place. That's all I can bring in ICEE Fit. I might be harsh, but you have to practice that. If you come here, that means you're ready to hear what I think. And always remember, I'm not saying things that I say because I want you to do it. These are all ideas. That's why we have open panels. That's why we have guests on our Chican one-on-one. Because, I'm not perfect. I'm not even close to it, But having some outlet for you to kind of like speak yourselves or like express yourself in a way where someone could understand and someone could actually come from a good place and offer that to you is wonderful thing to have. So that, because I've received that, this is kind of like my way of giving back to my universe. Ika nga, ganon. So that's how I feel sane, because I am gifted and I am privileged to have all wonderful people around me. And I want to extend that to all of the people that is coming in ICEE Fit. Ayan. So it's you guys. Ayan. You guys. Yeah, just have to welcome me, guys. Ganon. Timmy, good toxics. Ayan. Yes, yes, yes. Yep. Aw, Timmy, you think I'm a good toxic too? I like it. Ayan. And what does a peroxide blonde and a 737 have in common? They both have black boxes. I still don't get it. What does boxes mean? And Frank, you mean I've been combing my beard for nothing this whole time and just love my tablet? Is that Henry? Is that Henry? It's still Henry, isn't it? And attractive, not necessary, but sexy, yes. Ayan. So E.T. is not a fan of obesity. Ganon. I'm very good to be around. Ooh la la, Bruce. And just love, definitely from Henry. And Yeah, so everyone, see, sometimes when you say things, you think it's probably just you, because sometimes, whether it's, let's not be hypocrite, guys. From time to time, we feel like we're the only person that lives in this earth. And whatever happens to our life is very, very important that it has to be dealt with or else, you know. So, yes, definitely, you're not going to be alone. Your experiences have been done by many, 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 many people around the world. So why not explore that? And maybe it would lead you to a better choice for you. Ganon. Ayan. I see, you're welcome. Ooh, for what? Again. Ayan. Box is a woman's. Jai Jai. Ooh la la. Why is it box? It doesn't look good if it's box. It doesn't have to be like this. Mm. Why is it box? It does keep things interesting. Which one? And okay, box means that you don't think or follow what everyone else does. I think for myself and never follow the. Is there a continuation with that, Henry? I don't see it. I and then he got pissed off with his tablet. So there's no more. There's no there's no more continuation. And let's see. Hello, Jamie. I'm extra toxins, but you love it. Oh, I don't know why I talk like that, ET. I like that, bro. Bromance is in the air, I like that. I think a lot of Asian like that, diba? Ayan. Yes, only Mariners game. So I've been in that stadium. Ayan. And Frank, remember days when you have to approach, read body. Please, can you please say this again? I swear to God, there are a lot of bitter women and men out there. I'm just gonna call everybody, we're not just gonna stick to one gender. We're just gonna stick with humans, okay? There's a lot of humans out there blaming everything about their life, but they never really think, have you ever been in a relationship? How long have you been in a relationship? You know, this takes skills, mind you. Reading women, reading guys takes skills because we're not the same. No matter how much you think we're the same, we are not. In the deepest, in the deepest, in the deepest of the center where you can see things, we're not the same. So stop pretending we're the same. Ganon. Ayan. And let's see. You guys making me I like these. These are kind of like my cup of tea to talk about, by the way, guys. Ayan. You have charm, Boots. Ala, ulala, Kuya Frank. Ayan. Did Boots charm you? Diba? Ayun. And let's see. And please, 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 please recover well, Hayden. And also, you've been going to the gym, right? Good job. Start early because you're definitely gonna need it when you become an adult. Especially the food. The food nowadays are just shit. So make sure to start healthy, start a healthy lifestyle now that you're still a kid because it will just stick. It will stick and it will become a routine, a habit, and you'll be fine. Ganon. And let's see. Did you see it, Kuya Brett? Which one? What about mango shape, Brett? Mango shape. What is mango shape? Which one is the what are you talking about over there? Let's see, Timmy. Box, a square container that made up of a strong paper. In human living inside the box means you are not aware of what is happening in the community. What's inside the box means what is happening. Ooh, diba? That's why I like Timmy. It's almost like you have like a extension of like, hey, can you tell me? I am very, very convenient. And like I said, just love my tablet, Miss Pulse. Keep things interesting. And the only time I go to the gym is when I'm in the hotel. Oh, so you have to go to the hotel all the time. That is a straight question, POB. What is the straight question? What about mango shape? Mango shape, what is that? And also, ICEE, I'm not sure if you saw my message, but I can sing only one song in perfect Japanese, and that's because I've been practicing the pronunciation. Ooh, can you pass me one? Can you pass me one? And then I'll tell you, Ayan. If you want ICEE's criticism, not that I'm saying I'm good. I'm not good, but I have an ear for it. Ayan. And then you can debut here. O, di ba, Hayden? Brett, whatever shape is it, doesn't matter. It will accommodate. That's the beauty. I like that. Anyway, I got a lot to do today. So take care. What, Henry? You're always going away, Henry. And you're talking a lot and then you're gonna leave us hanging. What was that all about, Henry, huh? Icy is lost in her own stream. Yeah, because there's so many windows. It's like I'm trying to figure out which one I did. Ayun. And Henry, have an awesome Saturday, my friends. And Rian is in the house. Ayan. Is BFF here? Ayun. And let's see. Yo, Rian! Where is it? Did I miss BFF? Ayan, I didn't see it. Ayan, love your American flag tap. Yes, because next week it's gonna be like actually Lilibeth actually already had a scheduled stream for this, so please do visit. Ayan, asa na si admin? Ayan. And Nightbot is dropping Lilibeth's link, so please do. They're gonna have like a July 4th, ayan, stream. So if you don't do anything on that day, please do check Lilibeth out. Ganon. And that is why I'm wearing this. Because it's gonna be like, what's 4th of July again? Independence Day. And so dum 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 dum. Ayan. And let's see. Yeah, bet I'll send voice message in your server of me singing. Just don't play it on stream. I'd feel embarrassed. Ayan. Yes, that's what I said. Let's practice, and then I'll tell you if it's all good, and then you can sing it. Like you'll be okay to sing it if you want to kind of like sing it on my stream. Ayan. Just for you, Hayden. Just one song, okay? Because I'm having hard time with my copyrights lately. It's not going away. So I cannot really monetize any of my streams as of recently. Ganon. So we'll probably, lie low on the singing. Henry, have fun. And ayun, I did finally see you, BFF. You're there. You're hiding from me. I Hello, everyone. Ayan, tambay. Ayan, thank you, BFF. And yes, ayan, good. I think there's a birthday. Is it Nuz's birthday? Someone's birthday today this month, right? BFF. But anyways, and kiddos, if you're watching this, hola, hola, hola to you guys. I was Lilibeth's interview guest on her last stream. Yes, I did watch that. It was a good, wonderful, and it was fast. I think it was just an hour. So guys, please do check out that stream as well. And would Lilibeth stream be around middle of nighttime or in the morning time for me? I think usually it just depends. On for the I don't know if it's in the morning. Usually, it's like 10 a.m. in the morning. Her time is 10 a.m. in the morning, and then like 9, 8 p.m. in the evening for me. And wanted to show something, to wear something. What's that? ID4 as well. Happy Independence for me. Oh, wow. Yes, Jill. Jill, we have wine with girls, right? I'm going to pop up on your messages one of these days. Because, guys, I'm going to tell you guys, our wine segment, wine or wine not, ayan, is very, very, how do you call that? People reach out to me, diba? Ang dami kong people. Let's just pretend. People reach out to me and they really like the wine segments of mine. So we're going to continue the treat meal. Ayan, it's like monthly thing. So the next month will be like, I'm still thinking about it, but there's a couple of people that I really want to introduce to you guys and be part of that. So yeah, please do watch that. If you're not subscribed yet, subscribed and hit palo that notification bell so you won't miss anything that I'm gonna say and I'm gonna introduce in this channel. Ganon. Ayun. And I don't plan on singing on stream anyway. Ayan. And the only ID4, I know, is a bull. I don't know what you're talking about, guys. I'm very dumb na. I say I realize about myself that I have a type of confidence many people might presume as arrogance, which is never my intention. Maybe like, how do you call that? Intimidating. Maybe you're intimidating. That's what it was. I don't know. I've never met you yet in person. An hour and 10 minutes. I have to be exact, guys. Hour and 10. Brett, you always randomly throw things that you good job, Brett. And thank you, Brett. I saw that, Brett. So, Brett, because of that, ayan, this is for you, Brett. Hold on. Let's do this one. Ayan. let's like punta dito. Ayan, diba? Ayan. Thank you, Brett, for that. And please, so I can watch it. Which one? What do you want to watch? Ayan, 1 hour 26 minutes. Humirit pa talaga si Brett, oh. Ayan. Is the electric Volkswagen. And I looked it up. Ayun. Good job. Ayun. So anyways, let's continue, okay? Ang dami na naman nating yaw-yaw. Hindi na naman tayo matatapos nito. Guys, anong oras na ba? Ayun. Okay pa. Okay pa yung oras natin. Ayan. So where were we? Okay. It will be their personality. So you have the fun you have with them, the kind of things. Hold on, guys. Where did it go? Okay. Okay, the kind of things do the support they provide you. So if you worry that you won't find them physically or sexually attractive enough, bear in mind that these things grow as you get to know someone. So while you may look at a person on a first date and give a slight sigh, ayan, eyes, baby, of course, Mikey in the house. Ayan, hola to Mikey. Is your stream done? Are you done? Ayan, I was there. Can't say, I can talk, when it's like before my stream, I'm just rush. So I'll just grab whoever is live at that time and just be there. And of course, Ruth Supporta, I do see you. I am mega love shout out to you, Ruth, and say hi to everyone. Ayan to Ruth, guys. The Wine and Emme. Yes, you have to watch that. You missed 2 segments already. Wonderful people that I actually put into one segment, wine with the ladies and wine with the boys. Ayan. So please do watch that if you didn't get to watch it yet. It's replayable, guys. All for you in your entertainment. Ganun. Ayun. And I knew you were gonna say that, Brett. I finally learned your algorithm. Everything la 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 la. Ayun. And hi, mate. Hi, make, might, meet. Ayan. How'd Collingwood do? How'd call Felipe G, you're making me hard time talaga. And Tom Selleck has an avocado fame and he does not. Okay, I don't know that. I don't know anything about that, Brett. And Blizzard, thank you, Blizzard, for keeping with us. Ayun. So let's see, let's continue. So, while you may look at a person on a first date and give a slight sigh and wish they were better looking, don't instantly dismiss them as having zero potential as a partner. After all, you would want other people to look past your appearance and give you a chance too, right? Exactly. So it's like, reading this, I just wished, the people that are really unfuckables read this and actually gain some self-awareness and maybe they can be happy. Because we can talk about the good ones and then the bad ones. The bad ones, you see it all over. They become woman hater. For the woman, they become man hater. All the bitterness just bubbled up, and then they just kind of like a shell that you cannot penetrate. They're very, very closed. They will generalize to everything that just because it fits their narrative. And who is basically, like who's the effect of it is like they're gonna live a lonely life. They're gonna live in a delusion. People say innocence is how what's that word? Ayan. Kasi gamit pa ng mga matatalinghagang salita, nakakalimutan naman. Like let's just continue, okay, guys? I got very, very distracted. Ayan. Is my lights okay, guys? I feel like I'm so dark. Oh, diba? Okay, that's good enough. Diba? And of course, to Sisi Goy in the house, Joseph Pantasha. Guys, please do. Ayan. Say happy, 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 happy birthday to Sisi Goy. Kasi, let's see if I can do this real quick. Whenever really, ayan, celebrate her birthday. So we're gonna celebrate her birthday right now. Hold on, Sisi Koy. I know you're busy. This is for you. Ayan, Jusa. Sisi Koy. Ayan. Because you're Sisi Koy. Ayan, Sisi Koy. Oh, diba? Ay, ba't ganyan yan? Diba? Kaloka. Dapat. Oh, naging ganyan siya. Ayun. Happy, 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 happy birthday, Sisi Koy Josa. Ayan, guys, please do say hi to Josa and wish everyone in this month of June happy, happy birthday. Dyan. Siyempre, hindi mawawala ang katatakutan. Happy birthday, Jusa. Happy birthday, Jusa. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Maligayang bati. Ayan, happy, happy birthday, Sisi Koy. Ayan, as known as Marvelous Vlog 25 and Josa Pantasha. Diba? And back to me na, guys. Ayan, and back to me. Ayan, thank you sa mga mga bumate. Ayan, maraming salamat. And maraming salamat sa pagbisita, Sisi Koy and BFF. Thank you guys. O, diba, guys? And thank you everyone from Josa Pantasha. Ayan, so she actually has 2 channels, one for Lego. So if you are into Lego and stuff like that, please do check her out. And also the other one is about her being a choreographer and also like a comedian, So she ayan, he streams every day, ayan, every day morning and no afternoon and evening. So if you just want to pop up there and promote your channels as well, please do check him out. Ayan. So please do, ayan, ikaw na admin ang bahala magbaba sa bahay ni Jusa. Ayan. Jusa at Sisi Koy. Ayan, for sure lalabas yan. And salamat, Sisi Koy. Bakit parang lasing ka? Uy, hindi pa nga yan. Hindi mo nakita, naglasing ako. Last Thursday, Sisi Koy. O, diba? Oh my God, deep throat voice mo, love. Ano, love, I know. Oh, actually, we and Jill have our very, like term for each other. We call each other love. Diba? Ayan. So, guys, don't call me love anymore. It's already taken. And Jusa Sisi Koy. Diba? So, I have like that. So, if you want to term me or call me in a very dear term, let me know. I want something that is just mine. Like with E.T., I'm wife number 20, supposedly. Kaloka si E.T. talaga, oo. Ayan, and happy birthday. Yay! Let's eat cake. I know, you're gonna sponsor our cake, Mikey. And I don't think Sisi Koy wants cake. She has a lot of sponsored cake. I think she needs one sack of rice. So if you want that, guys, please do check her out. O, di ba? Nambudol pa tayo si Sikoy. O, di ba? Nabudol pa. Ayan. Thank you for the greetings, guys. Ayan, from Josa Pantasha. O, di ba? So, thank you din sa inyong lahat. And like and share this stream, everyone. Yes, yes, please do like and share this stream. If you didn't like it, it's just one click, guys. Click that one. And if you have community, just create a post and share my live stream. You don't know if one of your viewers, people that is in your bubble as well need someone like me. Ang kapal na mukha talaga. Ayan, papap, lalabs. Andito na si Tine. Tine, where are you, Tine? I couldn't see Tine. Ayan. Did I miss Tine? O, diba? Anyways, guys, let's continue. Ayan. Ang usapan ngayon, Sisi Koy, paano ba maging pangit? Ang ganda na topic ko, no? Ayan, so, while you may look at a person on a first date and give us out, nabasa ko na yan. Okay. So, your attraction to them can grow just like their attraction to you can do likewise. So, and dating those who are similarly as unattractive as you can have another benefit. Okay, listen very carefully, guys. There's a benefit. Ayan, supposedly there's a benefit. Wishy, did you do it? Did you like and share the stream? Says Wishy ko. Ayan. And with Wishy, I like calling her Wishy ko. Ayan. So, that's Wishy ko. O, diba? And your attraction to them can grow just like their attraction to you can do likewise. And dating those who are similarly as unattractive as you can have another benefit. It can take away some of the self-consciousness you may have around your looks. See? Positive mindset. I told you guys this is a good article. That could be it, ICEE. I am 6'1". In the past, I had people physically attack me in public. I don't know if it was out of fear. Now I feel like I'm shrinking myself down to make others feel comfortable. Ha 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 ha, MM. O, diba? Bakit ang hirap basahin? Ayusin ko pa tong stream ko. Ayan. So it's actually way better as well. So it is like, sometimes you just really have to be realistic with yourself, because for the most part, being delusional is not a good thing. Like thinking something like, for example, like the fake confidence, right? O, diba? Nagkamot na tuloy ako ng ulo, guys. Ayan. Fake confidence, Sometimes there are people that need to fake their confidence just to be able to be out there in public. And I'm talking about people who have social anxiety, But faking confidence also has its line. Anything that you do too much that is not appropriate or even irrelevant is not good. At least in my opinion. Of course, we can disagree, guys. This is about agreeing and disagreeing. We have different phases of life, okay? I understand that. So, do not get triggered, okay? And shared ICEE. Can I skip the squats tomorrow? No, Felipe. Okay, because you shared the stream, ayan, Felipe, you can do, I always say 25 squats, right? So, I'm going to compromise with 10 squats. Okay, let's do 20. Ayan. And thank you. Ayan, guys, and please do, if Nightbot didn't put your channel in the live chat, and if you want to kind of like, promote yourself as well in the chat, just type the word mine, MINE, and Nightbot will drop your link. And for those people who are past and present members, and you have code with Nightbot. So if you remember that, please do that. And if not, ask admin what's your code. Ganon. So, that could... Okay, nabasa ko na pala yan. Sorry naman. Tuntua pa ako. Ha? Then nabasa na pala yun. Ayan, who's sharing the ice cream? I don't want to share my ice cream, Mike. Ayan, I only get it from time to time, so I don't want to share it, okay? We're gonna have to fight for it. Only 10 squats? Yes, 10 squats, but with proper form, like every form and every range of motion. I want completely good set of like 10 repetition of good proper form squats. Ayan, ganon. Mine, I like that. Yes, say that. Mine, ayan. She forgot to say with a 50-pound weight. No, 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 no. Felipe has some, I think it's knee. So no, 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 no. Don't do that. Don't do it. Just body weight, Felipe. Just body weight. Because admin says so. Ah, diba? Ayon. So, let's continue. Okay, the pressure to overcome your appearance by projecting an image of confidence and happiness decreases because you both accept that looks probably aren't going to be the driving factor in whether the date progresses to something more. Diba? Dito na nga lang to, guys. Ayan, to something more. You can feel more at ease and allow your true and genuine personality to show itself instead of feeling the need to make up for your ugliness by pretending to be something you aren't. Are you listening to this, guys? You can feel if you only lower down your expectations. And this is not to say if you are handsome and if you can pick up girls or boys like left and right, then you're not included in this conversation. But it's always nice to understand, how the other people think, especially if you are not going to have that kind of experience or life lessons, ganon. But anyways, when it comes to these things, if you are going, I see it this way. If you are going, let's say, you think you are an 8, or let's just say I think I am 5, okay? So if I'm 5 and I keep dating 6, 7, and 8, and I'm not hitting it, like, there's insecurity, all of the problems, then I should probably try 5. Lower it down. Even though I don't know I'm 5 or you think you're higher than that, just lower, and then you're gonna hit that sweet spot, and then you'll feel that feeling that you're gonna be more at ease and you're gonna allow your true self to come out, and it just depends on the other person whether they like that true self, that what you have. But when you understand who you are and you kind of like accept who your true self is, that already bumps the confidence, because that's what it is. If you feel good about yourself, like how many fat positivity, they probably really, 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 really look good about themselves. That's why they're confident. That's why you see the confidence. So it's all mindset in a way. Ganun. Ayon. Hey, I sent the recording file. Just want to let you know. Yes, I'm going to check it out after my stream, Hayden, so I can put more focus on it. Ayan. Thank you, Kido. I do love it. And squats with motion sounds dangerous. How can it be squats without the motion, Felipe? Ayan. We follow orders well, puts. Diba? Ayan. My booty is sore. Puts, you shouldn't say things like that. People might think of it other. Ayan, Goddess Nakarudu, ola to you. Ayan, hit a sweet spot. Ayan, it's all in the mindset. Thank you, I shall hit that sweet spot. Oh yes, definitely. So Manny can tell me all about Ayan. Up and down motion. Yes. Oh, Brett is being naughty. Oh, Brett, you're not allowed to be naughty, Brett, okay? I'm not allowing you to be naughty. Palo. Ayan. Okay, ayan. Very, very. And thank you, CC Koy, for being there. Ayan. Ooh. O, diba? Ayan. So, let's see. Let's continue. So, we are going to the seventh. See, we're only on sixth. And how long are we talking already? On the seventh, this is the seventh brutal tips. Brutally honest tips of being ugly. This is just one reason why you should, number 7, stop focusing on your looks. Meaning, you already accept that you're ugly. You already kind of like, okay, the acceptance is there. Reality is there. You being realistic is there. It's time for changes. It's time for mindset. What can I do? Something that I can change. Because sometimes you cannot change your face, guys, unless you're too rich and you can alter that. But eventually, if you want kids, it'll show still, So we're just gonna stick with the realistic part. 7 is stop focusing on your looks. Because, for one, if you don't have it, why would you focus on it? You know what I'm saying? So it's all together. Like, this is very harsh, but this is just how I see most of the things that I do in life. If it's something out of your control, you cannot control it, you cannot change it, what's the next option for me? Being ugly, being physically not attractive or not desirable or unfuckable to a lot of people out there is definitely a very, very lonely place to have. But you have this brain. Brain is, for me, the most powerful thing you can have as a weapon in your body. Your mindset. If you have a strong mindset, no one and nothing will bother you, because eventually, obviously, not to the extreme that nothing will bother you. Of course there's something bothering you, but I mean, where you cannot function. That's what I'm saying. So strong mindset. It's gonna be hard for some, but with the right guidance, with right people around you, moral support, and also the willingness. You are willing to change, even though it's scary. You are willing to trust the process. Then that's where you should start. That's what I think, in a good place, of course. I'm coming from a good place. I only go for 10s. Wow, I'm not a 10. I cringe in that. No, no, no. I'm never going to be in the 10. I feel like, that's going to be like, Angelina Jolie. Those people that could never go wrong. You know what I'm saying? Ayan, I'll be back. I'll be back. Ayan, from Brett. Ayan, thank you, Sisi ko. Ayan, mukhang nakakapagpahinga ang Sisi ko ngayon Ayun. And 7. So, sure, it's easier said than done. Especially if you believe you are genuinely less attractive than most. But by thinking about how ugly you are likely to be negatively influencing your levels of satisfaction with life. And this is what we talk about being bitter. I've said this many times. It's a very unpopular opinion, actually, because it's like when we say the word bitter, that means negative. You're already like, I'm bitter mo naman. Diba? But why can't we talk things that hurts us? There are things that will affect you in a way that no matter how many years has it been, it's still there. And from time to time, you like to think about it and tell a story about it. It almost like, human mechanism of letting ourselves know that we have to learn. Like, why do you have these experiences? What did you get from these experiences? Analyze these things, because through these stories, through your experiences, you can see little things like key to be happy. And it's up to you what happiness means to you. Don't let other people tell you what happiness means. As long as you're not hurting someone, but at the same time, depends on a case by case situation, there's really nothing, you cannot really tell 100% that your process, life process, your journey, you're not gonna hurt someone, intentional or not intentional. You'll definitely gonna hurt someone. So it's up to you, how are you going to actually make use of that experience and be a better person, and be really sorry for the things that you've done wrong in the past. I think that's the beauty of life. Don't you agree? O, diba? Kaloka. Anyways, let's continue. So, this is due to something called the focusing illusion. Ooh la la, what is a focusing illusion? Have you ever heard of a focusing illusion, guys? I don't think I've ever heard of a focusing illusion. So basically, by thinking about an area of your life that you are not so happy about, you taint the overall belief you have about how good or bad your life is. So sa Tagalog, ibig bang sabihin nito, Tini, asumera? There's another thing, I don't know. Maybe I'm understanding this wrong. But those people that just assume. I was very, very, like, I'm part of that whole culture of assuming. But I already realized that one of my flaws is that I'm just a paranoid person. And that, in where I finally figured it out, that's what is my problem. It's not about, like, what did I say earlier? Nakalimutan ko yung sabi ko kanina. Anyways, it's just that. And then I can actually understand, how can you handle that? How can you basically stop thinking of bad things? And then I can move on with my life, and I can react and handle myself pretty much well. But what we do usually is, when we go through life, it's so easy to blame things around us. It's so easy to blame social media. It's so easy to blame our parents when we were a child. And I'm talking about adults here. 25 and up. Let's just be specific. Let's just not go to the 25 and below, okay? 25 and up, according to science, okay? Adult. So when it comes to this thing, it just really amazes me of how much we are not self-aware. Like, we forget how to hone these skills because of how convenient the world is. I can have a social life in this small small space with you guys and having a wonderful fun. And I'm good. And I can stay just this way. But why would I, when I can hone my skills more, if I put myself out there? If I, for somehow or whatever reason, if I feel comfortable with one of you guys in my stream, people I've met, one of them that actually kind of like made me think about is Felipe. You know him. I actually thought about this because you guys brought this up. I'm not close to this person, but Daniel Carhunen was one of those people that has been in the stream when I'm starting. And you can see him in person. And maybe this is one of the reason that I really, really felt bad sometimes. Like, I'm a bad girl sometimes, because sometimes you cannot really just stop your brain because you've been brainwashed with things that society tells you. And it's up to us to actually stop ourselves and be aware that we're doing it, and handle ourselves appropriately and what we really want. So I've met with Daniel. Like at first, like I'm really, really like, I'm very uncomfortable with people that cannot express themselves very, very natural. I have hard time, because I talk a lot, so if there's no back and forth conversation, that is my fault. I own that. Like I do get uncomfortable with, so that's not his fault at all. But like he's very, very nice guy, and I'm pretty sure if he didn't pass away, I'm pretty sure he was on his way to actually explore the world and do the things that he wanted. But so far, all I know is that he done what he really wants. So that's the beauty of life. He goes for it. Like he really did go for it. Like he would be in Japan. I don't know how much time he been here alone, and I don't think he's the type of guy that would go to different places. Just really put himself out there and just really explore, and he get that skill, and then you see actually the changes because he's more conversational, discussional. So that's actually like a huge kind of like impact in the community when he was gone. So Felipe, you probably do remember him, so it just reminds me of him again. So I just really felt sometimes, even if it's not our cup of tea, even if we think we're above to these people, because some people like to think like that, not in a malicious way. I'm talking about in the looks ways. We all have our standards, but never make anyone feel they're bad. But at the same time, if like me, if you're unhygienic and like body odor like approaching me, you cannot blame me if I react on it, okay? So it's just these little things, not just because you're ugly, according to the society, does that give you the right to not explore yourself, to not make a better version of yourself. Fitness is one thing. If you are into fitness, I swear to God, guys, if you could just really listen to me and just push it, have the bolts and just go for it. Give it 3 months to just actually just go for it. Confidence, discipline, how you view life, how you view work, because you're gonna work for it, and when you finally receive the body that you want, that may take longer than what you expected. It's gonna build your confidence, and people will come to you because it is what it is. What can you say? We live in a world where physical looks matter. It doesn't have to be super beautiful or super handsome, but you just really have to be presentable. If you have a fetish for fat people, how many of you, like, we're not talking about fat, we're talking about obesity, like obesity where there's cankles, it's like this. When did a sane person that knows exactly that is bad would look at it and that's beautiful? Who would say that? I'm sure it's a type of thing, but why would you celebrate something that is scientifically proven that is bad, not just for you, but for your partner, and if you want to have family, for your kids? I don't know what to say. Anyways, ayan. Na-passionate na naman tayo, guys. Sorry. But I think you're supposed to accept somebody as they are, body, cheese, and all. You mean to say I'm gonna accept someone's laziness? Nuh-uh. If I'm lazy, okay, fair game. Okay. No! It's like the audacity of some people who doesn't even think about it. Like, tell me anything out there that there's a proof that being morbidly obese is good. Tell me there's a proof of that it's good. She does, but a distance with all that cheese. Summertime melted cheese aroma. Hopefully, with the right wind direction, it will reach. I know this is definitely like this is something that is you can talk about this because it's you're like shaming people. There are people that needed to be shamed. The thing is we shame people that shouldn't be there. That's what we like. Because most of us are delusional. We like to build ourselves with delusion. I'm fairy tale, I'm a princess, blah blah blah. It's like, oh my fucking god. Okay, quick break time, guys. Break time. Okay, hold on, guys. Break time. Where am I gonna put you guys? Hold on. What are you maritasing over there? Okay. You're maritasing over there, ha? Ayan. Palo-palo to put and everyday part of life. Ayan. Time for a wine ICEE. No, it's gonna be next. Ayan. And fifth. Oh, Felipe gifted one ICEE Fit membership. Oh, arigato, Felipe. And who's gonna be the lucky person who's gonna be gifted? Ayan. Please make yourself known. Ganun. Thank you, Felipe G. At dahil dyan, this is for you, Felipe G. Let me see. What do I have for you, Felipe? Maybe something, just this. Ayan. Very, very wholesome. Arigato gozaimashita. Ayan. Arigato. Malaki buto. Ayan. According to my mother. Ayan. So, mother, if you're watching over there, mwah, 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 mwah. Ayan. And the chosen one, good morning, you guys. I'm kind of sick again. I'm napping, but take care. I'll see you all next stream. Love you all. ICEE admin and chat. Ayan, from chosen one, guys. And please do give chosen one a virtual positive hug. Ayan. So please do take care of yourself. Ayan, chosen one. Please do not burnt out. If you need to rest. No cell phone, nothing. Just rest, eat, water. That's what I do anyways. John Paul wins Felipe G. John Paul. Who's John Paul? John Paul, congratulations! Ayan, you won a gifted membership from Felipe G. Arigato! Ayan, morning chosen one. And yes, hello, kings. Good evening. Miss Manny naman, pinahihirapan din ako ni Miss Manny. Talaga si Miss Manny. Revenge time na ba to? Kasi kahapon, ang dami kong typo. Type wrong. Ayan. Hey, Miss Manny. Good day. Yes, Manny is here. And chosen one, take care from Felipe G. An everyday part of life. Good day, chosen. And you met John Paul on my stream? Oh, John Paul, that John Paul. Okay, now I remember. John Paul, if you are listening right now or on replay, thank you and arigato. I don't know what I'm doing. Now I'm awkward. Let's stop doing that because that's not usually normal for me. I just do this for you guys. You're not gonna see me doing this, Ayan. And hi, Miss Manny. Ayan. Manny, good evening to you. Too. Naglandian pa yung dalawa talaga sa baba. Is that Pope John Paul from Everyday Part of Life? And hi, Miss Manny from Felipe G. Now I can actually better see the chat. I like that. Oh, diba? And I see why you break the heart. I don't know. I I told you I got awkward. I don't know what I'm doing. It's getting cold. I think I'm getting colder. Please, a little bit turn off the aircon. I don't know where the aircon is. I am trying to find it earlier, but I couldn't. So, Miss Manny, ayan. So, this is what we're talking about today. Ayan. And, let's see. Okay, so this was shown in a unique study that asked people questionnaires about life satisfaction and body satisfaction. So, how about you guys? Rating from 1 to 5, 5 is the highly satisfied. If I'm gonna ask you, like, how much satisfied are you with your own body? What would your answer be? Ayan, let me know in the chat down below. Ayan, hit it away. And one half were given the body satisfaction questionnaire first, and the other answered the life satisfaction questionnaire first. So those who were initially asked about their body satisfaction showed a greater variance in terms of life satisfaction. All I hear is satisfaction now, guys. So listen carefully. That was a 2 wine break. Which one? I didn't. Did I have 2 wine break, Felipe? I don't think so. And Chauncey says they're okay with it because it's easy and doesn't require any work to become better. Yes, and the thing is, it's fine. For me, Chauncey, I've always say this. I might, talk about like, people would find it fat shaming. People would find it vanity, like I'm superficial and all. But if they're gonna listen to what I'm saying, and that's what we are missing in this era, because I'm 200 years old, Chauncey, supposedly, according to my BFF who's on BG. I'm 200 years old. So in this era, I just really feel like some people are just not accountable. Like the accountability is out the door for them. Like people would even, like, how do you call that? Bastardize the word love yourself. It's like, how do you love yourself if you're obese? What's that translate to loving yourself? I can't understand. It's like, if you go into a religious kind of way, your body is a temple, then why are you putting garbage in your body? So it's like, for me, it's like, I can't, for the love of me, can't understand how people can just, put these phrases and put a fitting narrative on it just to say that it is okay. There are things that are okay, and there are things that are not okay. The difference is children don't know the difference. If you're an adult, you don't have an excuse. Put yourself out there, have skills, life skills. Do your thing. Make the earth or higher power proud of you somehow for whatever you want to do with your life. Ganon. Anyways, the Pope is watching us. Everybody act normal. Is John Paul here? Is Pope John Paul here? And let's see. Okay. All good. Okay, I'm all good. And one half was given. Okay, those who were initially asked about their body satisfaction showed a greater variance in terms of life satisfaction. This means that if a participant was satisfied with their appearance, they were more likely to report a higher level of satisfaction with their life. But if a participant was not satisfied with their appearance, they gave a more negative assessment when it came to their life satisfaction. Hence, the delusionals. Can you see the common denominator? If you feel good about yourself, it doesn't really matter if you're really ugly or if you're not really ugly. Mindset sometimes plays with this one. Why do you think those people that you think are ugly, but for whatever reason they have confidence that you don't have, this is what it was. They have body satisfaction, things that not all of us would have, because some go for the delusional way and some goes for the right meaning of it. I'm not right meaning of it, but a healthy way, I'm so judgmental na. Ayan. For people, I'm not judgmental, guys. I'm coming from a good place. And do not get triggered with me, because I'm just saying this in a way because I feel, shaming things that are really bad for you is not out there anymore. Everybody just want to pet you. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. Be realistic, guys. As I'm not quite sure if it's Manny or Miss You'd Wish. They talk about something, like tough love is out the window now. Everybody just wants to like, everything. It's a messy world out there, guys. Mind you. It's just up to you how to make a messy world positive in your universe. Ganon. And True King! Hola, hola. Good day, True King. I do see you. Ayon. And sounds like entitlement too. But I just got the end of the conversation. Exactly. Another thing. Entitlement. People, like, I don't know how this correlates to this. But for whatever reason, I'm just going to tell you a story because I've just heard it and I've just watched it. You know how much music sucks now? Okay, guys. For people who knows what I'm saying and for people who actually can relate what I'm saying, please press 1. And for the 2, okay, let's just agree to disagree, okay? So, I'm coming from that. And it's because there's no work involved in it. Like I don't know if you are following DeVito. I don't remember his name again, but he's one of those producers, like a big producer, and he has this channel and he would like tell stories from time to time. So he has the right to say what he wants to say or to react and give his opinion because that's his job basically. Your tablet wants to speak a different language from puts. Misspelling. Okay. I hope it doesn't misspell anything really, really bad, Henry. Ayan. I see. Hallelujah. And blame it on the tablet, Henry. And of course, the mystery machine. And if mystery machine is here, of course, that is here. Ayan. So, please give my regards to. I think my action is not going according to my mouth. That's what I'm feeling right now. Like I feel like there's a delay in my movement. So bear with me, guys, okay? But it's funny. So I'm not complaining. You're not complaining, okay? And let's see. Blame it on the tablet, Henry from Brett and Felipe G. Hey, did you enjoy your birthday? Yes, because Mystery Machine, it is Mystery Machine and Felipe G. Guys, again, let's do this again. Ayan. Of course naman, Felipe G. Ito talaga you're hiding from me, Felipe G. We have to do this again, guys. Ayan. Because it's still June 29th. There's one more day before June ends. So to all of you guys that celebrated their birthday, we have Yads. I'm sorry if I'm going to forget somebody. Felipe G. Mystery Machine. Ayan. Who else is there? Wishy, of course. Why would I forget Wishy, diba? Puts on Boots supposedly is also this month. Ayan. Miss Manny's father is this month, if I believe it. Or it's like late upload. Which one is it? I don't know. But yes, who else have birthday today? June. Ayan, I'm pretty sure I forgot someone. Cici Koy as well is there. There's a lot of June birthday. So for everyone, again, before June ends, ayan, summer solstice as well, guys. I love it. Ayan, we're gonna celebrate that. Happy, 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 happy. And thank you for reminding us about Felipe G's birthday. So this is it. Happy, happy birthday to you guys. Ang bagal niya mag-load. Ayan, let's do this, guys. Hold on. Sisikoy. Felipe G. Calling. Ayan. Puts on Bits. Mystery Machine. Who else? Who is she? Of course, ang Bessie ng Bayan. Ayun. Father of Miss Manny. Okay, hold on guys. Magkamali ako. Miss Manny's dad. Ayan. Who else? Did I miss somebody, guys? I really like this, Don't spend your birthday alone, guys. Felipe G, Mystery Machine, Put Some Boots, Wishy. Ayun, Miss Manny's dad. Oh, anything else? Did I forget? I'm pretty sure I forgot someone. Ayan. I think one of my BFF kids as well is celebrating. Which one is it? I don't know. Yes, Wishy is here. Oh yes, your cat Juna, of course. Juna, Mikey's cat. Ay, machigata. Chutumati. Mikey's cat, Juna. Ayan, who else? Happy birthday to everyone with a birthday this month. Of course. I saw that, no, nagutom pa nga ako dun, Miss Manny. Kakaasal kayo eh. Ginugutom niyo ako. At dahil dyan, ang nakakatakot kong boses, guys. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Maligaya. Bati. Ayon, guys, thank you so much. Happy birthday. Oh, diba? Did you get scared? I hope you got scared, guys. That's the purpose of it. Ayun. And let's see. Miss You'd Wish, come and get your birthday gift. Oh, diba? Thanks. Ayan. Of course, Felipe G. And also, Grass ICEE on 3,000. You were ignoring. Oh, yes, Miss. I didn't ignore it. I actually see it. I just don't know how to hop in, when people are in my panel. So thank you for that, Mystery Machine, and for all the people that actually congratulated me on my 3,000. We did it, guys. It's really a privilege to actually, come up like this, and actually going on a pace where I want it to be. Not too much overwhelming, not too much, just the right amount. And getting me ready for what's to come. Oh, diba? Ayan, let's go positive. Ganon. That reminds me that it's close to my mother's birthday. I know, Henry, and you're giving me pressure. Do you know that? Ayan. That's why I don't like when people asking me stuff, because I feel like I'm putting pressure on myself, but I'm trying to look around it. Okay, Henry? Just know I'm trying, but I won't promise. Ayan. And she is going to be 84 on the 2nd. So guys, if you have birthday on July, we're definitely gonna celebrate July babies as well. So please let me know if you're not connected to my Discord yet. Please do that. And admin, please do take note of that, because I do like to make people feel that you don't have to be alone on your birthday. Some people really make a big deal out of their birthday, and I do understand that. But you don't have to spend it alone. That's why, the good thing about internet, the good thing about social media is you don't have to be alone. You are going to have people around you, but it's up to you to be smart about it, because not everyone is up for your benefit, for your good, for your benefit. Not everyone would have that. People are selfish, and if you let them, you cannot blame them if they use you. Because if you let them, you have to be accountable that you let them. So that takes a lot, So practice that with ICEE Fit. And 84, Henry, prepare some warm hugs for her soon. I know, right? 84 actually in Japan is very very young still, like, as I've told you guys, after pandemic, the rise of my clients to all old people kind of like got higher, and I do have 86, 88, even 90. I have one time client that are 90 years old, and they're just really like, I can't believe it. And then you go to other country, like, we're not gonna name. Ayan, up for your imagination, guys. And happy birthday, Miss Wish from admin, o, diba? And happy birthday to your mom, Henry. Definitely, we should celebrate all of you guys that are July babies. I'm gonna have wine again. I'm gonna have a treat meal again, all for you guys. I don't do that, but, it's gonna be a thing in ICEE Fit from now on, because you like it. I'm gonna give it to you. Ayan, in my own way, of course, guys. It's Wish's second cousin on father's side's birthday next. Who said that? Oh my god, puts on boots. I see. Don't forget. Please don't forget. Money incoming flying sleepers, please. Ayan. Henry, I will give you the spot for your mom. Ayun. And I'm not rushing you. I know you're busy. Thank you, thank you. I do appreciate that. I do appreciate that. Yeah, a day at the casino and at a party at her favorite. Oh my god, that's good. Good on you, Henry. Like, let's just talk about this for a little bit. Ooh la la, mystery machine. Aww. Thank you, thank you. And thank you. Say hi to Mrs. Mystery Machine for me. Regards to you guys. Really, you two need to go to Japan. Like, I swear to God, like, I'll tour you. Just let me know. Because, I have scheduled to kind of like, do that. But please, please, please. Thank you, Mystery Machine. At Dial John, where's my thing? Like, Streamlabs supposed to be doing that thing. But, Mr. Machine, arigato gozaimashita. Ayan, you have to ask permission. Ayan, to that. And of course, to all the married men out there, please close your eyes or ask permission, because this is going to be for Mr. Machine, in behalf of Mr. Machine, to everyone. Thank you, Mr. Machine. And let's see, how do I do it? Ayan, thank you, thank you. Arigato, Mystery Machine. Thank you so much. Ayan. We're definitely gonna have a wine party next month. Ayan, courtesy of Mystery Machine. Thank you. Ayan, arigato gozaimashita. Ayan, diba? Ayan. And let's see. I'm going back to Japan around December. I might not be here on December, Henry. I might not be here on December. I am making it rain. Yes. Money rain is here. O, diba? Ayan, let's put it here. No one will steal it. Ayan. That's how we do it. My Lola, my grandma, where she keeps her money is on her bra. Thank you, Mystery Machine. I believe it. She love it. Diba? Thank you. That machine has spoken. Yes. And get some cake or something. Oh, cake. Okay. Oh, ooh la la. That means I have to lift and then cake. I'll definitely do that, and I'll definitely post it on Discord. Let's see if I can upload it maybe on shorts. But thank you, thank you. Definitely we're gonna get that. Now, what am I gonna get? Ooh. You know, I always go to that Chateraise. You know, you should check that out when you go to Japan as well, guys. That's my favorite place of cake, wine, everything is there. Now I can go there again. Thank you, thank you. I'm a happy girl. I'm a happy girl in a happy world. Manny, I'm thinking about it when shit hits the fan in Belgium. What? Like what? What is it? We should live there in Japan. I don't celebrate my birthday anymore. I get into too much trouble on that day. Well, that means you have to discipline yourself, Henry. And it's wishes second under pressure. I know, right? Ayan. I know. You know what? Many puts and boots, if you can, or some of you guys, you know, if you can, and you are like, you know, people that I kind of like comfortable with, you should check out if you can live in Japan. Like for me, in my opinion, I don't know because, you know, it even if I say this, you know, it could be different experience for you guys. But Henry did live in Japan for quite a while. So hopefully, you know, one of these days we can get to explore that life in Japan with Henry. But I'm very, very interested on that one. Just kind of like a glimpse of what it sounds like with, you know, like expat that is not here anymore. Is that how it sounds like? I don't know. I'm so confused with the word expat, anyways. But that's what I'm saying, you know, like in Japan, you know, if you want to create a family, I thought Japan wouldn't be a good place. You know, it has, you know, in every country, there's going to be cons and pros and cons, you know. For the most part, the only thing that I would say at this phase of my life as a parent probably is that if you live in Japan and raising kids in Japan and you come from America and you're not really the type, you know, you're not a trust fund baby, you live in the streets. So you know being a street smart, you know, or Philippines, you know, Philippines also is the same kind of like vibe. You won't get that here in Japan. It's very, very hard to compare life standards when it comes to being street smart because Japan, even now, even if you hear news here and there of stabbing and all of that, it's not common. Like, it's shocking if we hear about it. It's not common. Like, kids still can go by themselves, 5 year old, 10 year old, not that I would do it, but that's normal. They can go from point A to point B without a problem. You know, so for me, it's a really nice place to kind of like, you know, especially we have health insurances as well in Japan, which, you know, America, I don't know why. But, you know, also Europe, I've heard Europe is a good place. Like in France, is it France? Like they are mandatorily like sent home to take a nap, drink wine, siesta, and then come back to work. And they'll have like months mandatory vacation. You know, it's a good, you know, standard, like a life standard. But at the same time, there's always going pros and cons, and you'll just really have to do the best or like leave it in a way where you're gonna be happy at the end of the day, going to your bed, you sleep, you're happy. You know, that's what important. If you reach that, congratulations, ganun. As known as immigrant, okay, expat means expatriate. Okay, define expatriate. Mystery machine. You put expat and then expatriate. That's kind of like a very big word now. I'm amazed how they have such long lives. Which one? Oh, Japanese. Yes, because the thing is, if you think about this as well, Miss Manny, like our life in Japan consists of walking. Like every morning, if you, this is actually true. Okay, I don't know if I could bring it up, But you know those Kenko Taiso? Like Henry probably know this. Kenko Taiso is like exercise in the morning. It's like a very fixed, choreographed exercise stretching in the morning. Like if you work in a factory, before you go to work, they do that. One up, two up, like that. Stretch here, stretch that, stretch your back, like that. That's like most of their life are spent in a factory, and most of her life every morning they would have that. And obviously, like if you live in Tokyo, it's very unnecessary to have a car. It's a luxury, plus it's unnecessary because it's going to be too much problem to find a parking lot, and then you have to pay for the parking lot. If you're not rich, why would you do that to yourself? So trains, walking, biking, these are things. And our meals are consist of grilled. We are not like, I actually had this huge epiphany when I came back in the Philippines for quite a long time. And I noticed how much of our daily diet is just bad, period. And that's why we see more and more, like, obesity in the Philippines as well, because of our, standard of life as well. So that's just what I'm saying. And ayun. Walking, I love my cars. Manny, make this cat walk. You move from the US as your main country to another as a new home country. Oh, because Henry says this in another stream. I believe that he was in, like, he lived in Japan for a long time. So what if he goes back to his country again? What's that mean? Expat? And of course the JQ. Yes, I was in Storta's stream earlier. So are you guys done? Ayan, good evening. And to Stardust, if you are there, I walk from my bed to the kitchen. Morning great exercise. And if you move from any country to another country, you are an expat. That I understand. But what if an expat gets out of the country and move back to another country? Joke. And oh yeah, they do that too in the companies here. They always have a system for, that's Kenko Taiso. That's, yeah, yes, that's that one, Miss Manny. And not just US. And let's see, Japan must be a small place if you can walk everywhere. Well, the thing is, I think it's perspective. Because in Japan, everybody walks. In Japan, even though it's so far away, like if you would actually, like if you're walking for 1 hour, that's a long walk. But because there's a lot of things you'll see, there's a lot of food to eat, you're not gonna get bored. And we have greeneries everywhere. Like every block, there's gonna be park which has trees in it. Even our city has trees in it. So it's always going to be a place where you can just walk, enjoy the surroundings. And if you're a person like me who actually enjoy little things, like actually just looking at people, how different one person to the other person, I find beauty in that. And that's why walking is really, really good for us mentally, not just physically. So you should try walking. And everyday part of life, to be honest, if I could take my car from bed to kitchen, I would. Oh, dame. Meaning, dame means bawal or no. Dame. Dame. Ayan, Japanese system promotes healthy lifestyle and harmonious workplace, but in very, very strict. Exactly. And yo, Shirley in the house. Hola, how you doing? One of my cousin's kids lives in Turkey and she was born in Oregon. She is an expat. Ooh, and puts classic. And get up, fort, then on your way in the morning. ICEE's disappointed face. Rise. Repatriate. Repatriated. Is that how it's? Oh, I love. Oh my God, Miss Manny. And if you love walking, you're my people already. I love walking. But if you come to Japan, do not forget your toothbrush, forget everything, forget your underwear. Do not forget a good favorite, your favorite good walking shoes or sneakers without heels, sneakers or shoes, because you're gonna need it in Japan, especially just about everywhere. You're gonna need a good, loving, comfortable shoe. Ayan, and you're gonna thank me for that. And hi, Miss Manny from Bruce. And let's see, Shirley from Bruce. Hi, Bruce. They still going strong. Ooh la la, they are still? Okay, Manny. Can we break the concrete wall and put a glass wall between the living room and the garage? Ooh la la, what are you doing? Put some boots. I'm not a person. Ano daw? I'm offended. If I'm a person like you, what? I didn't get it, Mystery Machine. And well, I need to go pick up my new. Oh, wow! Ooh la la! Congratulations to the new car. Ooh la la! Henry has new car. Shane all. And no free healthcare in America because our military budget is like 900 billion more than some of the largest countries in the world combined. In a way, Chauncey, if I think, but I don't want to, this is the last time I'm going to talk about this. But for me, just looking at how or what America represents in the whole world, I get it. I get it why you put too much money. The problem is the whole money we know is not going there. There's going to be corruption here and there. And I think that's where the rage is coming from. It's not about how much it is, but how much of it is not really put in there, in practice, in purpose. I think that's why it is. But I don't know anything. I'm not a politician. I don't have any doctorate or anything, bachelor's degree in political science. So that's just my observation with that. And with that being said, let's continue with other stuff. Chauncey, I talk about walking. Just got back from 8.5-kilometer walk. So tired. I took ICEE advice. Oh, I like that. I like that, matipid lolo. Oh, hug. Oh, no, you're sweaty. Go shower. Take shower. I'll put walking on my bucket list of things to do. Yes. Walking is good. And I was actually thinking about this. As you remember, guys, in my personal account, sometimes I would just be in audio only. And that's the time where I kind of like walk by myself, just kind of like going around. So sometimes I was thinking maybe I should do it with you guys, especially people who wants to walk. And like if you like my company, then I'll keep you company while you walk because this mouth doesn't shut the fuck up, right? Ganon. Do you like that idea? And you can say repay. Oh, you can say repatriated. Ayan. Mystery Machine. I'm having hard time. Repatriated. Diba? Timberlands. I heard you can buy panties in vending machines, so technically you can forget your underwear. Exactly. And if you like it used, you can have them used. Yes. She said yes. Which one? Yes. Oh, did I say yes to something I didn't think about? Ayan. And you said if you are a person like me. So I said, nope, I'm not a person at all. Oh, okay. Thank you for that. Because I'm so bad at, like reading chats from time to time. Ayan. And let's see. You guys a couple? Boots and Miss Manny, yes, they just got married. Like, what is it? How many months it is now, Miss Manny? It's like 6 months, I think, or something like that. But yes, Miss Manny and Mrs. Manny and Boots and Boots are very much a couple, ayan. And you're a mystery. Yes, ayan. Now I'm curious about that garage. Which one garage? Ayan. I'm a husband, but people ask my wife if I'm her mom. Because of your hair. Your hair. It must be your hair, Mystery Machine. Ayan. And cherry blossoms, koi, vending machines, bring it on. Oh my god, John Queen is very excited. Hi, John, it's Bruce. And what is that, Ayan? Hi, Bruce. And oi, I had no clue. Grats. Yes. No, because the thing is, I'm not going to be the person who's just going to throw things, like information so that I have nothing about. So sometimes it's really hard to kind of like, but now that almost everyone knows, so I don't think I would offend this too. Plus they're my people, diba? Ayan. And 5 months na. Ayan. Happy 5 months, diba? So Miss Manny is putting the bits on you. And hi, Bruce from John Queen. Thank you, Mystery Machine. Yes, I see. And I'm too pretty. I know. I sometimes have so much because I've told you this, Mystery Machine. I have such a weakness with people or men, specifically men who have long hair, like long, good hair. Like my eyes would just be like, what is that? Like I have weakness with long hair dudes. So it's like, sometimes, most of the time, like if I date long hair, it I do get like that compliment. So I quite understand where it's coming from. If a man is confused for a woman, he must be pretty. If a woman is confused, okay, she's handsome. Okay, okay, I am. My beautiful Judith, hold on. My beautiful Judith is going to be my wife soon. And yes, Bruce also is engaged. I am. Probably later, after this stream, we're going to be redirected to the open panel. So guys, if you are, if you were willing to participate me up here, we're gonna have 1 hour open panel. So please, ayan, please do, how do you call that? Katsuyo. What's the English for katsuyo? Take advantage of my Ayan. Ang pangit ng English translation nun. Nakakabwisit. Para namang ang sama-sama ko. O, diba? Ayan. And thank you, Miss Manny JQ, and grats, Bruce and Judy from Mystery Machine. And Bruce and Judy next, yes, next chapter. And just to see the record straight, Miss Manny is lucky because I know puts one sexy man. At least that is what I heard. Matipid Lola, be careful, boss. I need to do that. I'm glad I'm not married and I have a long beard. Does that count? Who said that? Felipe, you have a beard? You never said that. And happy to be Oh my god, Brett is not moving. He's not moving. Long beard. Had. Felipe, ayan. And Matipid Lola, of course, open like for John Queen. No, ayan. No one will open their legs. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry, John Queen. I'm joking, okay? I am Brother Brett. Yes, it's okay if you want to be single, but I hope you find nice lady one day. Brett, just get with admin. Ayan. Oh my god, you guys. Ayan. Anyways, let's continue this. I'm running out of time na. Ayan. So, to put it simply, if you don't like how you look, thinking about it can put a real downer on how you generally feel about your life. On the other hand, if you think about something that you like about yourself or your life, it can make you feel better about your life in general. So, as hard as it might be, if you catch yourself thinking about your appearance, try to disrupt those thoughts and shift your mind to other things. The less you can think about how ang sakit ng artikulo na to. You know, I think this article, when I'm reading this article, I keep stopping and telling like, ouch! Nakakasakit naman tong article na. Okay, hold on. Lilibeth is here. Ayan, they're probably finished eating. Ayan, you want to come up, Lilibeth? We have 1 hour of open panel after this. Ayan, and so as hard as it might be, the less you can think about how ugly you might be, the less it will bring you down and the more positive you can remain about your life as a whole. In fact, if you can practice gratitude each day and think about some of the things that you are truly thankful for, it can help you maintain a more positive outlook on life. Speaking of outlooks, if you are young and ugly, it is worth considering the possibility that, ayan, so for young and ugly, please press, please press 1, ayan. Every time I say please press, my Japanese sides are coming out, ayan. When I cared about my looks, I attracted too many men. Oh my god. I didn't expect what I was reading. When I stopped caring, women thought I was. Oh my god, this is the thing that is actually good about Mystery Machine. Like the very first time I just kind of like interact with him, he has that good spirit. And look at him now. Like look at what it brought him. You know, like his wife is just, you know, if you see it, if you're in my Discord, you've seen her, but you know, they're really, really cute. And sometimes when you see couples, you see if it's fake, you know, sometimes they're just a vibe. I don't know if it's just me, but I'm not judgmental. As I've told you guys, I feel like I can feel people aura, you know, I make it a little witchy witchy, you know. Whatever it is, I just feel, you know, maybe because I'm too open, you know, this was explained to me, you know, before, maybe because I'm just too open, you know, like I am open to people, like I wanna, you know, like feed you my positivity and then kind of like in a cycle, because I feel like everything is connected, the air we breathe, you know, the sun on our skin, people next to us, even if we don't know them, all of us are connected in a way, we just don't realize it how much. So yes, definitely. And let's see. I love your chat, Ayan. Who says that? Hello, I love your chat. What did I miss? Hold on, hold on. I missed it. Did I miss something? Oh, 69. Oh, what is 69 puts on boots? And but God made everyone the way they are, so people should not call anyone ugly. Not right, Ayan. So actually, if you watch last week's stream, that's kind of like, you know, maybe the context, especially if you're watching this particular stream, the context might be a little lost because we started the process, you know, 1 to 5, and then we didn't get to finish it, so we continued to 6 to 10. But you know, this is the thing for me. Words can only hurt you. I think it is Richard chasing tail outdoors that says this better than I'm about to say. Or is it Mike? Maybe it is everyday part of life. I think it is everyday part of life. Like, it did really. Why did I confuse them too? But like Mike was saying something about, words only hurt you if you let them. Something like that. But Mike, if you're still in the background, let us know exactly what your words are. Kanon. Japanese vigilant preserved nature. And the certified. Ayun. What is that? Hold on. Okay, we have Kido in the house. That you're doing an open panel stream soon. Do you mind if I come up on that stream? No, I don't mind, Just behave, Hayden. Ayon. That's all I want to do for the people that come in the stream. Just behave, know the rules of the stream, and we won't have any problems at all. And okay, let's see. Okay, I didn't miss anything. Okay, and yeah, Matipid, I agree. Okay, I'll be behave. Yes, because I don't like. So one of the things that I actually find, new to me when it comes to streams, and people involved in this one probably would understand. We don't have to names, okay? But, what I find very interesting at the same time new for me is that how much you have to be very, very consistent on your rules when it comes to your stream, because sometimes people do forget. And for whatever reason, I just always have this common sense of like, if you're an adult, I don't have to tell you if you're not behaving. Unless, sometimes you get to a point where you become too comfortable with each other and you are so friends with each other that sometimes you forget you're in a public stream, and then you basically kind of like have a wonderful conversation and then you forget the boundaries. It would always nice to be called out for that. It's always nice to be someone that would tell you. But sometimes, I just find it very weird that sometimes people doesn't have common sense. Like for example, if you're an adult, you wouldn't engage. You probably know Dr. Disrespect, guys. You wouldn't engage in things. And since Hayden is here, I'm so very consistent and I know some of what I'm saying, Hayden wouldn't agree because we all know we don't want to be treated like kids. But for me, as much as I can, if I can guide some kid, like, right, this is correct, this is wrong. And I know I have morality to do that, because for the most part of my life, I'm a goody girl. So, just to kind of like understand that in my own sanity. Like Hayden, you can do, or like you can have an adult thing in other streams, in other community. But for me, as long as you're not 18 and over, I'm gonna treat you as a kid. And I want people that knows Hayden is a kid would treat him like that. Because there's always going to be a line. And you don't want to be that person who would exploit someone despite of knowing they're not adult. Dr. Disrespect, this has been lightened up. There are adults out there that would mess with kids. I'm not up for it. I don't care if it'll give me views, whatever. I'm never going to exploit. And I wouldn't say never, because who knows? I might want to exploit someone. No, but I'm just saying, in all seriousness, guys, I don't want to be in that. If I could save one kid at a time in my own way, I'll do it in my own way. And if the kid doesn't understand where I'm coming from, it's also fine. Like I cannot control anything. I can only control what is good for my sanity. my sanity. Oh my goodness! Oh la la! Whoosh. 100%, is it you? Is this 100% true? What's the definition of a good kid? I don't know what a good kid is, but how you doing? What happened to you? Is this ready? Is this really you ready? Oh my god, we miss you. You have a lot. No, you don't have to have a lot of explanations to do. I'm just saying, like, I hope you're doing good. I'm starting to worry, like where you at na? You're having like a wonderful journey and then you're starting a new journey. So what's going on with you? And who's Hayden? Oh, Hayden is now the certified Sanji. Ayan, our kiddo in the house. Ayan. And boots on boots, I thought you meant the other term. And I have no idea. I can't get past the first page in that book. And which book? Okay, and I have no idea. I can't page. Okay, hold on. And yes, no D, guys. Yes, definitely. And a good kid is 100% truthful. Damn kids. Ayan. So many rules. Of course. Like I like harmony. Like we can be chaotic in an appropriate time, in appropriate place. But rules are there to preserve peace, sanity, because people doesn't have accountability. If humanity has accountability, then maybe there's no rules. But we, as human beings, I feel like, it's in our DNA to abuse the system if we can. Sa Tagalog, kung lulusot, lulusot. O, diba? Okay, the kid I was about to find someone. Yeah. And 100%. So you understand what I'm saying, Mystery Machine. So you get the glimpse of it. So guys, if you don't know that background, you should really be on my Discord, guys. I only said... Now they're gonna ask you for that. I am Mystery Machine. John can't follow rules. You only say that, Brett, but he does, He's very, very nice to me. And yon, pictures of dumbbells. Okay. I know you don't like compliments, guys, but yes, like there are things that if it's not a good compliment, we would rather just not, say it, especially if we see people are changing, they want to get better. Sometimes it's so easy for us to always judge people because of, they don't look good, they don't look classy, they're cheap, like anything that visually we can look. I've been in both worlds. I've told you many times, guys. I've been in both worlds. And maybe that's kind of like the benefit of it, of how my life kind of like fold out, is because I can understand both worlds, both perspective, and I can be in both, where I can feel each other's presence. You know what I'm saying? Masyado spiritual. But yeah, so sometimes we always say things because we've never been in that situation. Some of you guys are very handsome. Some of you guys have it easy. You can date whoever you can, whenever you can. Some of you probably didn't felt rejected, and some of you only knows rejection. But rejection can come in many shapes and forms. It doesn't just love life. Rejections are everyone's faces. I don't care if you're the handsome or the most beautiful, most privileged person in the world. There's going to be one specific time of their life that they would feel rejected, because that's just life. You're going to go through all of these phases of emotion, and that's how you're going to rise on top. So do you want to rise on top or stay on the bottom? Diba? Ganun. Ayan. Anyways, let's see. He really does follow the rules here. Good on IC channel. So, when is the appropriate time and place? When you're a member, John Queen. That's the appropriate time and place. And for you, John Queen, it has to be on the top of my John membership. I see. I really like your look. You have that retro, futuristic, sexy. That's what I'm going for. Yes, because I like this. I like that. And then the this is actually new. This is actually new. I don't know. This is wet and wild. But actually, that's what it's named. Wet and Wild. Miss Mammy, ayan. Mga girls, ayan. My Coven, ayan. My Coven, you should check this out. You should check this Wet and Wild product. Not sponsored, guys, but if you want to sponsor me, I'll definitely, my pleasure. Wait, it's not really. You know what? Sometimes, guys, this is how cheap I am. I'll wait for coupons, for sales and discounts so that I can actually buy. Because sometimes I have allergy, like I need certain makeup brand. Because if I don't and I keep changing my brand of makeup, my face just breaks out, or sometimes it gets super itchy that I have to really scratch it and it just gets red and. So yes, definitely. Ayan. But thank you. Yes, I'm like 4th of July. Actually, this is a little bit of like bigger on my size because this is S. I'm usually always XX. XXS. I'm usually on that size. On Europe is like it's between 0 to 2. And then America, yeah, I think America, H&M, when I go to H&M, because it's cheap. Sometimes they have classy dresses. So I would go there. It's always usually 0 to 2. I think that's my size on Europe or America. I nailed the look on the head. I'm proud now. Aww. Yes, yes. And John, lot of us known him long time. He's has fun is all. Yes, and I think with the John Queen, I have told him this many times as well before. Anyways, guys, we're actually really running out of time. But yeah, some of you guys probably just, like you get too comfortable. Sometimes when we get too comfortable with a certain scenario, with certain groups, sometimes we actually forget to check ourselves. Am I doing too much? Am I taking advantage of this person? We usually don't stop. Like even as I've told you guys, do this once a year. Stop for a moment, analyze the important people in your life. What kind of relationships do you have with them? And are you okay with that? If you're not okay with that, why aren't you okay with that? Things like that. I know this is kind of too deep, but that's what you get. That's my title, Going Deep with Me. Okay? You sign up for that. Be accountable. First step. The head of the table. I see. Why you not ask what head, huh? What do you mean head? The head of the board. Who's the head of the board? I always have fun time on IC channel. Oh, thank you, Ayan. Hopefully, your wonderful fiance as well will be part of the community. It would be good. It would be good to actually, be, around and support with people that are really, you can see them. They really love a happy ending. Happy ending, and then they like happy story, love story. If you are actually, and for some people that are actually struggling, I also get that. I come from that actually, like like sometimes I'm so happy, but one of my best friends is heartbroken. Like I feel like I have to be heartbroken so that we're heartbroken together. But I realize a good friend will understand that if you're happy, you don't have to be heartbroken for her. They wouldn't be so needy that, like, because there's a lot of friendship that they would take advantage of you because they're just in a real deep shit. There's a line between trying to have a support and trying to have a pity party. I'm not a fan of pity party. You're gonna have a tough love from me if you go that. Because sometimes I do. Don't get me wrong. I cry like last time. But I try to control myself. I'm not gonna put all of my stress on any people that I love. And that's, I feel, and disagree with me if I'm seeing this wrong, and tell me why I am wrong. Explain to me why I am wrong. If you truly care and love for a person, you wouldn't dump your baggage. You wouldn't dump your negativity and stress to that person. It's just not nice. It's rude. It's your own shit. You can ask people. You can, like, ask for help or moral support. But it's your own shit. You're in that shit because you pick the wrong choice. Deal with it, but do not expect people to do it for you, you know? So those are the differences. I am a tough love, guys. We need that. The world is turning into shit sometimes. The world is turning into pussy and a lot of more sensitive people. There's a time and place to be sensitive. But if you're becoming delusional and cuckoo right here, I think you need to, wake up a little bit. You need some tough love from Asian woman. Oh my god. Anyways, guys, hold on. Oh, Don Bazzettino, is your topic being unattractive? Yes. Okay, let's do the 8, 9, and 10, guys. Don Bazzettino is here. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna read your comments later. So, speaking of outlooks, if you are young and ugly, it is worth considering the possibility that eighth, brutally honest tips. Number 8, ugliness might be a face. O, diba? Mindset. Ayan, let's see. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna show you this. So yes, ugliness might be a face. That's the number 8. Okay, let's go to her. Did she make a whole stream in honor of pits? Who says that? The head of the table, ayan, is your topic. Wishy, where have you been, huh? Marites, wishy. It was the alcohol that made you cry. No, it wasn't the alcohol. I wasn't that drunk. It's just what I've said. It's in all seriousness, it's the overwhelming. When you listen to the music, and if you're in a phase where I am in a phase where, as I've told you guys, I feel like sometimes I'm not closing myself down. Like I'm too open. If you know what I mean, you know what I mean, And sometimes, people's energy, people's energy can pass. You can pass that energy. Why do you think when you're awkward, when you're angry, people around you get to tense up? People, everyone just kind of like walking on the eggshell. It's energy. And I feel like at this phase, people, I get invested on people that I've never seen yet. But hearing their stories, interacting them on the stream, feeling that they need something but it's not the time. The frustration sometimes when you get invested on certain people. As a personal trainer, this has always been kind of like I wouldn't say a struggle, but it's always kind of like in the back of my head. These clients of mine has been with me forever. Some of them are who knows? Tomorrow they might be gone, because they're that old. So for me, just to have that kind of like, how do you deal with things? You are invested with them as their personal trainer. You've heard their rants, you've heard their joys, their vacation, everything. They become part of who you are. You know, their life stories, especially the person of who I am. I gave value to life stories. I gave value to people who take their time and tell me a story that has a lesson. People who are very wise, and they are sharing their stories. I appreciate that a lot because that's how I maneuver my life of what I'm going to do next. So yes, it's just that. And knowing that there are people out there, and I keep saying lost cause, is just embarrassment, I guess. It's the embarrassing moment. And it's like when I'm editing, of course, I'm already feeling it. But being in the stream, the place where I always keep saying lost cause, lost cause, lost cause. And then on that moment, you're all there, you're following all my rules, you're cooperating, you're being so awesome, people. I think that hits me. All of that energy just hits me all at once. And it's just like, I can't do this. I'm so ashamed of what I've said, because I'm not going to be sorry about it because it's a phase, it's a phase that I have to go through to understand that, sometimes lost cause, it's nobody is a lost cause, you know. It's just really up to you. And if I just can get through to one person, one at a time, why not? I've been doing that supposedly for my whole life, Like if I look at it in a hindsight, how many of the people that I've seen in my childhood would approach me when I come back to the Philippines and tell me a story that I've said somewhere in the other that I have nothing recollection of. And they keep it for years because that became their motivation. And I'm just really very hypocritical that I do have that. Maybe I do have that because I don't feel not special. We're all people. And for me to acknowledge that maybe I do have that. Maybe I do have something to offer that is beyond what I'm offering. I'm so afraid to open that door because I don't really like feeling you're up there. I don't. I want to stay down here, where it's everything is okay, There's nothing like devilish, everybody is so pretentious. Everybody is just for branded stuff, superficial stuff. I don't like that world. Been there, done that, don't want that. I want real, authentic people where I can feel their energy. I can feel their personality. They would like me because I am who I am and not because of how they see me. I like to explore that now and I'm going to be okay with it, because I know I have good community that I am exploring and that I owe to you guys. So that is the reason. If I could just summarize all of what I'm feeling at that moment, you focus on one thing and you forget that, yeah, I can do this, I can actually do this. So definitely, that's why I become emotional, I told you guys, you one voice, two voice, three voice, four voice, five voice, six voice, community is just different. I'm not tripping. There's just something about being in a community that even if you like to be alone, if you accept it and just take off the shame, the shame of what people would talk about it. You're so corny, you're so blah blah blah. Take all that shame away and just express who you are in the best way possible as you can and just basically get that skills towards it. I'm pretty sure we're all going to be fine. Ganun. Anyways, I see you have to just be you. Ooh la la, Judith Bruce. Yes, I have to just be me. But I love being accountable. Because this is something I ponder. We always say, love me for who I am. Don't stress too much. I'm not stressing. I'm just passionate. I've explained this many times. Sometimes when I talk, I'm passionate. Sometimes people think I'm angry or stressed. I'm not stressed. When I'm stressed, I'm quiet. You will exactly know if I'm stressed. Because that means my brain is focused on just million things at a time and I have none. Like I have no energy to talk to anybody because I'm stressed. I'm trying to keep my shit together basically. So that's kind of like a glimpse of who I am. I am. Breathe. Ah, yeah. Diba? Don, why did you get blocked? Blocked from one. Don, why they have blocked you? JQ, can you ask Jamie to unblock me? Well, Don Basatino, if you're gonna behave, then maybe he would unblock you, Don Bas. ICEE, did you have an ugly face? Actually, Mystery Machine, I don't know if you watched the first part of this, but that's why it says here on this article, this is perspective. You need perspective when you read this article. It's basically practicing our emotional intelligence in a way. How much are you aware and how much do you understand what I'm reading to you guys, and how is it going to be translated in your own psyche? You know what I'm saying? So I'm just kind of like, I would say, guiding you kind of what article, and you can go, go your way, just kind of like giving what I think, of course, what I think that is, like you can try out basically. But at the end of the day, this is going to be all of you guys' choices. But friendly reminder from ICEE Fit, be accountable, whatever that is. Ganon. ICEE can't English when stressed. John, it's time for ice cold beer. And please don't shout at me, dark eyes. I'm gonna shout out. Brett Glasso is in his handsome face. But definitely, I did have an ugly face. And it's perspective, I guess, like being half and having, you know, like just they say I'm different, they don't understand what I look like. I'm not the norm. So yeah, when you're not the norm, when you are kind of like outcast, is like there's something wrong. There's something wrong with of course, as a kid, you're gonna feel undesirable. Like I have this is just a joke. Okay, this is just a joke. Sometimes I would say like I've been in Japan, for almost my whole dating life, and I always say this. It's like, why is it that I only have this much if I'm not ugly? You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes, like, if you have, like, a friend that is very beautiful or handsome and they got a lot, and then you look at yours, and then it doesn't, and if people are telling you, it's something that could get into your psyche, and that's why you have to accept who you are. You have to be realistic of what you look like. You don't have to explain it to anybody. It's just for you. How satisfied are you in your looks? And that's kind of like, you can put mindset in it if you can, because beauty is always going to be in the eye of the beholder. Like, I am ugly to a lot of people. That's technically just sort of, but I don't care, because I love it. When I look in the mirror, I love myself, and there's a person who loves me. So why would I give a shit about whatever? These are all bonus. But for me, it's very important that if you go look at yourself in the mirror, you like what you're looking. That's the most important part, and being realistic is just being realistic. No one can hurt you but yourself. If someone calls you fat, if it's true and you don't like it, well, then of course it will hurt you. But if you love yourself so much, even if they call you fat, you love yourself so much, it won't hurt you. Simple as that. Ganon. Their old songs, Sleeping in the Darkness. What's that? Whoever has ICEE is lucky. I bet she's funny. I hope so too. Because I always told that, like I was told that I'm the only girl that make a guy laugh to the point where they can't breathe. The time, like, and then the next day you have muscle soreness as if you just had a full 6-pack routine yesterday. That bad. So I made a man laugh like that. For me, it's like a achievement. That's a good achievement because you guys think women are not funny. I proved that wrong. And sometimes I feel uncomfortable looking like a Greek god. Ooh la la, John Quincy. When you feel good about yourself, you portray that to the world. People will call you delusional, but if that's what you really feel, who gives a shit? That's what it is actually, and you will attract people. You will attract people. People will see you of how you see yourself. Remember, guys, if you think you're a piece of shit, people will see through that and they would take advantage of that. And if you are feeling yourself you're weak, a lot of abuser will come to you. So you have to eventually have that skill. You just have to hone that, and if you can't do it by yourself, there's a lot of people out there. This is Deluxe passing on viewers over here. Thank you. And Haruna from Japan. Oh, thank you for the raid from Haruna from Japan. Nice! Arigato and party of 9 on Twitch. Arigato gozaimashita. Ayan, this is multilingual. So you can speak anything if you want. Ayon. And Hercules. And law, delusional. Yes. Favorite word. That's the action. Salamat po. Oh, salamat din. Yes, Tagalog as well. Thank you. This is the Logs, ayan, from Raiders on Haruna from Japan on Twitch. If you can't do it yourself, you can pay somebody to do it for you. Ooh, what would I do it? Ayan. What do I do? Most women just think they are funny. Most Why? We have to think we're funny, That's the first step. Diba? I don't know, but that's just what I thought. Ayan. Brett Glasso is in his handsome face. Ooh la la. How about you, Don Bass? When is your handsome face? Ayan. Do you have your handsome face? Anyways, guys, we're 15 minutes late na. So there's only 8, 9, and 10. I don't know if we're ever gonna continue this, but definitely I would assume we're gonna continue this again for the next stream because I wanna go again. It's so nice to have a conversation. But guys, we will be redirected open panel. I'm gonna put the link right now, so you can get ready on the next one. Let's see, how can I do this? So on Twitch, guys, if you're still on Twitch, I'm gonna go right back. So don't go anywhere. We'll continue this. But on YouTube, yes, guys, on YouTube, I'll be seeing you very, very, very soon. If I didn't see any of your questions, if you have questions earlier, well, when I was being passionate of explaining things, please make sure to ask that again on the next one, or just come up here and talk to me. And on Twitch, if you want to come up with me and talk to me as well, just let me know. I am gonna do StreamYard for this one. I'll see you in a very, 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 very quickie Let's do quickie. Ayan. Bruce will do quickie as well for the baby. Ayan. Keep them on the ceiling though, John. If you break a mirror, 7 years. Bad luck. Ooh la la. Just hide all your mirrors. Why? Do you see my mirror? Puts on boots. Are you here? Ayan. But anyways, see you soon. Bye-bye. Ayan. YouTube. Ano ba yan?